The Coaster Critic.
Hello coaster fans, today I'll be reviewing Thunderhawk at Michigan's Adventure. Thunderhawk is an inverted looping coaster built by Vekoma. This coaster was relocated to Michigan's Adventure from Galaga Lake in 2007. Michigan's Adventure is one of the least known Cedar Fair parks. Obviously, it is located in Michigan. It rarely gets new rides, but it does have two fun coasters, Thunderhawk and Shivering Timbers, a CCI wooden coaster. The review will work like this. Thunderhawk will receive a score on a scale of 1 to 10 based on 7 categories. The first 3 are all based on stats. Those are the height, the speed, and the duration of the ride. Then the drop, which is how good I think the drop was, the intensity, and the smoothness of the coaster, and lastly, the theming. But I will also talk about the popularity of the ride, but it will not count against the final score. At the end of the review, I will total the points up and give it a score out of 70, but I'll also give it a score based on my own opinion. So here we go. The first category is the height. Thunderhawk has a height of 109 feet. That is not super tall, so it will receive a 5. Speed is next. Thunderhawk reaches a max speed of 50 miles per hour. Also not super fast, but you really can't tell due to all the inversions on this ride, so it will receive a 4. Duration is next. Thunderhawk has a ride time of 1 minute and 36 seconds. Not a very long duration, but it does pack a pretty good punch of intensity. So it will get another 5. For the drop, I will give Thunderhawk a 6. It's getting a 6 because near the end of the drop, it takes you into a half loop, a barrel roll, and another half loop. Very intense. Speaking of intensity, intensity is next. I found Thunderhawk to be very intense. It has 5 inversions, including many foot chopper effects. Intensity is a 7 for this ride. Now for the smoothness. Thunderhawk is not very smooth. I found it to be very rough for a steel coaster. Smoothness will be a 2. Again, not very smooth. Last is theming. A 1 for theming. No theming at all for this ride. Now for popularity. Thunderhawk is not a very well-known coaster. Most of this has to do with the popularity of Michigan's Adventure. I think it's an okay park, nothing like Cedar Point though, for example. Thunderhawk is probably the second most popular ride in this park, behind Shivering Timbers. So after adding all the categories up, Thunderhawk receives a total score of 35 out of 70. That's a decent score, about average. For my personal score though, I will give Thunderhawk a 4, mostly due to the roughness of this ride, but besides the roughness, it's a pretty fun coaster. Well, that's going to do it for my review of Thunderhawk at Michigan's Adventure. Thanks for watching this review. If you want to see if I reviewed a coaster before, check out my coaster reviews playlist on my channel. If you have a suggestion for what you want me to review next, put it in the comments below. And finally, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe for frequent coaster videos and more reviews.